So in our previous video, we showed you how to install the Power Commander Delta. We took our time, we referenced our installation manual, we got everything zip tied and installed properly. Now the cool part, let's pull out our phone and start using the Power Commander Delta app. All right, now that your Power Commander Delta is installed securely on your Can-Am X3 and all your panels are reinstalled, go ahead and download the app, the Power Commander Delta app, from your App Store if using an Apple device, or from the Google Play Store if using Android. Launch the app. The first screen it'll walk you through is to log in. This login is the same login that you use in PowerCore or to make purchases on the website. Enter your username and your password and proceed through the login. This will now prompt you to connect to the device. On your devices, you will need to enable Bluetooth or allowing of Bluetooth for the Power Commander Delta app to access your permissions. And in this case, we haven't keyed on the vehicle, so it's ensuring that Bluetooth is enabled or that the key is on the vehicle. So we'll go ahead and push the on button and then click to continue. The first time you try to connect to your Delta, you will need to be very close to it. After that, it will find it more readily. You could be at the back of the machine and it would find it just fine. So here's the home page of the app. First thing you're gonna wanna do is at least explore around, figure out we've got device info, we've got our help center, you can disconnect, log out, or return back to the main home page. You can also change the nickname of your device. So this nickname is TJ's Delta here. You can edit that through just the entry of what you would like your device to be named. And then calibrate your throttle. If you're not gonna do anything else in the app or rely on Dynojet's defaults, we do program in what we have seen across numerous Can-Am X3s for their pedal position sensor voltages. At least do that so that you are confident that 0% throttle is 0 on your vehicle and 100% or wide open throttle is also 100 as well. So we'll walk through that one. Calibrate the throttle. You can see these are our pre-programmed voltages. So first things first, we're going to do some prerequisites, ensure the vehicle's in park, key is on, but the engine's not running, and we're ready to move on. So first, it will take a gathering of the initial voltage, so 0.45, and then hit capture that low voltage value. Now we'll apply full throttle with our foot, and you can see these start to increment, and it looks like 2.85 is our high limit. The foot's still on the throttle, machine's not running, and then hit capture. So it looks like 0.45 is our minimum, 2.86 is our maximum. You could retry this if you don't think you got a good sampling, and then hit save. We have now sent the calibration from our app to our Delta, and it is now stored inside the device as 0% throttle and 100% throttle. Next up, you might want to adjust your vehicle speed limit. So the stock speed limit is 90 miles per hour on these. You can increase or decrease that. You can also go below stock if you want to slow it down, whether you're a fleet operator or you have some children. This is also viewable in kph or miles per hour. You can reset it to stock if you desire, and then increase it to whatever value you might want. And it'll tell you your 95 mile per hour written as the new speed limit value. Next up, another cool feature, adjust tire size. When you think adjust tire size, these vehicles that came with, maybe they came with 31s or 32s, and now you're up to 35-inch tires, you can manually enter those tires by going here and entering your old tire size. Maybe this came with 32s, and if we actually put a tape on our new tires, maybe these are 34.65 inches. Save that, and it'll save this 1.08 as our offset between the 32 and our larger entered tire size of 34.65. Another cool feature the Power Commander Delta app has is to do that based on GPS. So instead of manually entering the tire size, which unless you put a measuring tape across the tires, sometimes is iffy. If it just says 32, a 32 isn't always a 32. You can use your phone's internal GPS as your speedometer readout to calibrate to your actual new tires. So if we were out on the road, we would have our enable location services. So again, just like Bluetooth, you would need to allow the Power Commander Delta app access to your location services. And then once your GPS speed is increasing, it would begin to read here. And then our speedometer speed readout, if we're doing 30 miles an hour according to the GPS, but our speedometer says it's 28 or 32, we could use this slider bar to go up and down depending on which direction it needs to go. You can also use the plus and minus buttons to get a nice dialed in number. A pro tip here, just like on the manually entering, if your value is greater than 1, that means you've installed larger than stock tires on your machine. If it's smaller than 1, so 0.85, 0.9, like sometimes we do with dyno tires, that is a smaller size tire than stock. And then the cool thing about Power Commander Delta is you can seamlessly alter your power mode and your power delivery through the app. There is also an accessory active power mode switch you can mount in your dash, but to adjust the power mode, right now we're in power mode C, which is our least amount of boost increase or pedal aggressiveness. The power modes are a compilation or a combination of your desired throttle feel paired with your desired amount of boost offset or boost increase. They can be negative, so your pedal is less aggressive than stock or more aggressive, also paired with a boost offset that is greater or less than stock boost. Again, everything is an offset. We're not requesting 20 pounds of boost. If the vehicle requested 18 pounds, well, then we enter a 2 in our Power Commander Delta Dynojet tune file that we save here. Also, Dynojet supplies a stock improved tune file for map A, B, and C, or mode A, B, and C. That is what it will reference as an offset. So if we enter a 2 in those cells for boost offset, instead of trying to hit 18 pounds, the vehicle will try to hit 20 pounds of boost. And that is dependent on your A, B, and C. So if we wanted the maximum amount of boost offset based on stock, we could hit power mode A, or B, or C. Pro tip here, if you click on that, how do I customize these? This tells you to use Dynojet PowerCore to create custom boost and throttle profiles. That's what we indicated. You can have a high boost offset map with a tame throttle. So depending on your application, how you want to drive, how you want this to feel, you could have a very kid-friendly tune that really tames down the throttle and reduces boost. Pair that with a lesser than stock speed limiter, and it's a very safe machine to let your younger children drive. Dynojet stock improved file has power mode C of 0 boost offset, but a little bit more aggressive pedal. Power mode B, where we might offset 2 to 3 pounds, you might see about 8 to 10 horsepower increase. And then power mode A with our 5 PSI boost offset in that table, you might see upwards of 15 to 20 horsepower. And just like Boost Commander, if you do start encroaching on those higher boost offsets or higher, like increasing the knob value, you may have to perform wastegate arm adjustments. So the preload that's on that wastegate arm, should you wish to run those higher boost offsets, because otherwise the wastegate solenoid can't stay closed long enough. It thinks there's an error wrong, and it needs to rely on that extra spring pressure we can give it with that wastegate actuator adjustment to obtain the power. So if, like I said, if you want to run our highest boost offset, you may need to make some actuator arm adjustments, just like our Boost Commanders. Another neat feature of the Power Commander Delta app is it's a built-in diagnostic scanner as well. So if on our vehicle we were experiencing some diagnostic codes, we could click scan for diagnostic codes. And if there were any present, they would show them to us here, and we would be able to clear all of them as well. So you can see it's now cleared, and our last scan, it will indicate your scan time of today, Halloween, at 3:09 p.m. So if we had a code, we could view it on here. I should actually show one. I'll go unplug something. Why not? Oh, look, we have a check engine light now. I wonder what it is. So now that we have a check engine light here, we have an active P0107 code, 1240, and P0113. P0107 is the code that we're looking for, which is a map or barrel pressure circuit low. And since I unplugged the map sensor, that makes sense that our air corresponds to a manifold air pressure sensor error. All right, so now we've walked through how to use the app the Power Commander Delta app on your smartphone to interact with your Power Commander Delta for these Can-Am Maverick X3 RR models. You could stop here. You are set to go. You've got your phone, you've got your device, you're ready to go. Tune into our next video where we'll actually show you how to interact with PowerCore software to change the actual calibration inside the Power Commander Delta to further refine those power modes A, B, and C. You'll have really intimate control, very granular control, and instead of relying on just A, B, and C on your phone, you can make A be what you want and B be what you want. So check out PowerCore software for all of that extra power you might need. And until next time, stay tuned.